Hey everybody, this is Michael from Eagle's Nest, presenting to you today the Medusamon deck that I won first place with at the Eagle's Nest. 19 players in attendance, the tournament will say 20, but one player was a no-show. So, Medusamon, is it still as good as we thought it was at the end of EX11, in between 8001 at the beginning of BT25? No. Long story short, this deck has fallen off. It is still playable though. It still beats all the old decks that it used to beat before. It's just that everything basically in BT25 has a way to deal with this deck. It comes down to you drawing really well to beat them, or them misplaying or just really not drawing well. So we can just go over the deck really fast here. 12 Elizamons. The reason we run 12 Elizamons is because we're really heavy on Lamiamon here. We got 6 Lamia. Usually we're treating Scrambles as an extra card of any card in our deck. Elizamon that can on play search for you. This is the best Elizamon in the deck. Usually I want to play this guy out with the inherit of one of my Lamiamons. You don't really want to play out a level 4. You want to play out the level 3 to get you more search, because you go into a Medusa stack. Do you have the pieces to build a second stack if that stack gets answered? While playing out a card that lets you reveal 3 and usually take 2 of them is going to help you build your next stack. This Elizamon is not that great, but it's there to fill out the name. And this Elizamon's pretty good. It's the best one to go into raising with. It can also help you with some combat tricks when you play it out through Lamia, or if you play it out at the start of your turn or to start a main with Owen or Scramble. Demetramon that plays a Tamer. Okay, so sometimes when you promote, you might already have the Tamer out, or you promote, you go into your Demetro, you don't even have the Tamer. The possibility of playing a Tamer off of Demetro is so good that you always want it, but you don't need it. And the reason I was talking about going out without having the Tamer ready on your first stack, well, when your Lamiamon plays out your Elizamon, you can still evo the new Elizamon into this Demetro and pull out your Tamer, which is a good way to pass turn. So keep this at 4. Blocker Demetramon. Back in BT24 when this card came out, it was the best level 4. There's so many ways to get around it now, and everybody's familiar with this Demetromon, being that it can protect something else, that they will just target it for removal first, and there's not much you could do about it. It ends up being sort of a mute point. The up-and-coming Demetromon is this one, the promo. At Worlds, we saw the winner play this Demetromon, and I think the reason they were playing it was because they were against TS, and they wanted a way to put the opponent to 5 or more so that they couldn't activate their starter main of their Tamers. There's more reason than that to play that now, because being a deck that is not the fastest in the meta anymore, it's not the S tier deck anymore, you kind of need to make a comeback often, and sometimes the best way to do that is to hope your opponent hits a Demetromon in security. And now, we never play Digimon for their security effects. Digimon is a game that you want to develop on board and have solutions in hand. Unless you can put something into your security, hoping that something's in security blindly is not the way to go. Unfortunately, this deck does not have much more that it could do in terms of draw and consistency. So another way to get consistency for us is to hope that, now it's hypocritical kind of, but it's to hope that this Demetromon is in security so that we can pop out an Elizamon from hand or trash, or pop out a Tamer from hand or trash, or sometimes when it's really clutch and the opponent's gone through all their effects and they just want to swing for game, you pop out the blocker and you actually buy yourself a turn. So this Demetro, it's actually decent. Lamiamon at 2, this is actually pretty good against the Tratus. They don't block you, because why would they? You get a check-in. The Inherit is the real reason I play it. I want to be playing mostly Elizamon's best level 5 in the deck, probably one of the top 10 level 5s in the game. Unfortunately, it's attached to a deck that has a lot of outdated pieces. I just think that BT21 by now is pretty outdated. Medusa, it's the only Medusa I'm playing. 2 reasons. Rush and protection. The other Medusas don't have rush, the other Medusas don't have protection. They're down by multiple points going on the power level. I just don't want to trap myself by going into the wrong Medusa, I just want to play the right one. We'll get to the search options, but I'm playing a decent number of search that I usually have it when I need it. Syrakumon at 3, it's always been at 3. Sprint Dash training is a 1 of. You want to be playing as many as these dual color trainings as you can because of their security effect. I really like this new security effect on this training though. When other dual trainings do come out, I'm going to be swapping them out 1 for 1 with my normal offense trainings. Gravity Crush at 1. It is always good to have this card in your deck if you can play red. Raging Serpentine at 2. Pretty much the only high-level meta deck that you want this card for is Glowing Dawn. If you're not playing against Glowing Dawn, you might want to cut this for Crimson Blaze. Red Scramble, you always want this in play. I will use Red Scramble for my rookie to go into a level 4. I'm not getting any memory efficiency out of it, but I'm setting it up for free. Usually I will go Scramble into the 5. It's just for the start of your turn effect that I really love it, to get something back that I need, because I'm not playing Cyclone in the deck. I'm not playing OTK Medusa. I really expect my Medusamon to be answered by my opponent, but I'm also expecting myself to rebuild the next turn. Red Memory Boost, I like to search deeper. I don't think it's a big deal to not play Red Memory Boost. I don't think I've won any games because of it since I put it in the deck. It could be something else in the deck if you want to flex spot. Offense training, your bread and butter search, going to be swapped out for dual color trainings once those are legal. Owens, not playing any memory setter. I don't see the point of a tamer in this deck that does not let you attack. I think that that's the thing the deck needs the most, and you get that through your tamer. Why do I play 3 of these and only 2 of these? Getting the DP is important for your Medusamon's deletion. Also, attacking immediately when you digivolve is quite necessary against some decks that activate when you digivolve or when you digivolve by a factor or something like that. Like, for example, Dianamon and Kalismon, they see you doing things and you need to be attacking right away to activate your progress. End of turn attack, why not 4 and 1? Well, I like the memory gain. That's pretty much it. I'm kind of greedy, so otherwise this is the better tamer. It should be a 4 of, but I'm greedy because I want the memory, so I play this as a 2 of because I kind of want 1 and 1. I'd be good with that. And that's the deck. Thank you for watching. This is probably not going to happen again for a long time. Again, Medusa is not a high tier deck anymore. It's just a cool deck, and if people are not prepared for it, they might forget your effects and misplay, and that's kind of how you win with this nowadays. Thanks for watching, everybody. Come play at Eagle's Nest every Monday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern and Thursday evening at 8 p.m. Eastern, and you can win some boxes.